Taurus, I don't care what nobody say during this time when it comes to your spiritual journey, when it comes to your enterprise that you're building, whatever it is that you're doing. If you have someone in your life making you feel like all you got time to do is work, you're neglecting them, you're unavailable to them, all you focus on is your work, all you cared about is your job, your career, all the multiple tasks that you personally have. I feel like someone's really pointing a finger at you, or multiple people are pointing a finger at you personally neglecting them. And I'm here to tell you, all right, Spirit sent me here on this day to remind you, don't you give up. Don't you let the critics stop you from pursuing your healing and personal healing journey. Don't let the critics stop you from pursuing all facets that you're currently working on at this time. Whenever you're guided to this reading, no matter who you are, if you were drawn to this channel, all right, if you are watching this and you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, great. But this is a worldwide message that's channeling today, and it's intended to resonate in divine timing. And I feel like the timing is now. You are not to give up on anybody that is grown, that has unresolved healing issues that they have not been able to sort out for themselves. They have broken dreams that they didn't complete for themselves because they didn't put in the work, because they didn't apply themselves. Someone that didn't plan for tomorrow. Someone that was waiting around for you to love them in order for them to be productive. Someone was waiting around for you to pour into them emotionally in order for them to have the desire to work on themselves, which means they externalized their love, they externalized their purpose, and they put it all in you. And now they want to blame you for their failures. They want to blame you for their fuck ups. Their choices don't have nothing to do with you. Their phase in life and what the hardships that they're learning through has nothing to do with you. Their circumstances has nothing to do with you. They're in those situations and in those circumstances because they refuse to grow up. They refuse to take advice. You could have been telling people, okay, this could be romantic or platonic. You could have been telling people that they need to heal. They need to find peace. They need to meditate. They need to work on themselves. They need to let go. They need to connect with source. They need to figure out what makes them happy. They need to take accountability and be responsible for where they are in their life and do something about it. This could be people in your neighborhood, your old neighborhoods. And I feel like y'all may have grew up together, lived around each other, worked together forever. Who knows? But you are going to overcome this season. You are destined for a great prophecy. Whoever is resonating with this reading, and Spirit just sent me here to say exactly what I said in the beginning. Don't you stop putting your foot on that gas. Don't you take your foot off their necks. Don't you slow up or hold up. This is your moment, and you are meant to prosper. Okay? And Spirit mean that. And I feel like now that you've taken your emotions back, now that you have let people go, and you're just saying, you know what? I'm not here to force nobody. I'm not here to make nobody do nothing. They're going to do what they want to do. They didn't listen to the divine guidance. They didn't think you knew anything. And they may not be ready to receive it at the time in which you're living a living proof and a living example of the possibilities. But that's okay. Okay? Sometimes God has to make the message so real that it will manifest itself in individual people. And that's how you have earth angels. That's how you have generational curse breakers. Because that star comes down and will interact, okay, to light up your ashe, to remind you that you're a star, that your wishes mean something. You are a living example, that your wishes are living, breathing things. And it is valuable. And so I feel like you are a guide. And that star has been placed upon you. That spotlight has been placed upon you. And you are walking among humanity as that guiding source, that source of truth, that source of clarity. Look at that, I told you, manifestation. Nothing will manifest into the physical until you have to master your thoughts. And if your thoughts are not right and you're giving away your wishes and you're just throwing it up in the ethers and you're never seizing the opportunity and walking through the door, it will never become tangible. The magician is the alchemist. Making nothing into something, taking something from a thought and turning it into a physical representation of your crafts, of your talents, of your abilities, and all those different things. So regardless of your circumstances of where you came from, this is an opportunity that has been presented to every last single person in humanity. And that's a fact. Now, those that have chosen to feed their minds negativity, feed their minds on a frequency, they've been tuned into a frequency that's been distracting them, that's on them. If they've been tuned into a frequency that's only perpetuating bad news back to them, that's on them. If they were too busy being distracted that they didn't plan for tomorrow and now they're looking at you like you should have done more to convince them of what was happening, no, that wasn't your job. You were just the example of that potential. See, a lot of you guys were externalizing your potential and encouraging other people. And then you, as the person that could see the potential in other people, that was getting the divine guidance, realized that it wasn't going to be influential enough until you manifested as the physical representative of that potential. So you had to become disciplined, right? You had to make health changes, right? You had to go on a spiritual journey to work on yourself, right? And so why would you give up that position? Why would you neglect yourself and be immature with people, trying to convince them? No, you're just going to let go because God told you stop. I need you to stop trying to get certain people to see. I need you to let go. Give that person, place, or thing, your parents, your friends, your family, platonic, romantic, give them back to me. And that's exactly what you did. And so what y'all have coming here is what y'all have pretty much coming towards you guys is more than one person coming in a physical form to your place of businesses, your homes, okay, your environments, trying to bully you, trying to critique you, trying to remind you of where you come from, trying to bring you to make you descend and make you feel like you haven't been doing the right thing. Maybe you have been selfish. Maybe you have. You see how the more I'm going down and down and down a list of things that people are saying that you haven't been doing consistently. Maybe I have been working too much, right? Maybe I am more focused on advancements. Maybe I'm reaching too high. All of those are doubts that's being fed to you from someone close to you, whether it be at work. But what they're complaining to you about you not having the time for, you had to be the one to do it, because no matter how much you were trying to help them see the potential in themselves, they were never eager to do it for themselves. And now that you're doing it, after you done told them time and time again, you could do it too. You could do it too. You were around here with the Me Too movements all over. Your friends, your family, okay, associates. You could do it. I believe in you, and I believe in this, and that's, at the end of the day, it was your belief that was carrying it for everybody else. And so don't let it go another second from the time you watch this video where you allow that thought to continue to make you feel worthless, to continue to make you feel as if maybe you're not doing the right thing. All right. Maybe this has gotten out of hand. Maybe God wants me to go and heal this person. It's a trick. Or go and focus on that person. It's a trick. And they're going to come and in so many ways try to get you to what? Reap some of the accountability with them. These are people that want you to say, well, you had a duty and a responsibility too to call me as well. I shouldn't be the only one calling you. Or this person is going to make you feel as if while they were out there gallivanting and playing with their fingers and twiddling their thumbs, you sacrificed your free time. You sacrificed being able to gallivant too and enjoy yourself too. And just have fun, to be disciplined, to be cultured, to anchor those ideas and those thoughts, not just for yourself, but for many generations to come. Why would anybody be against that? I'll tell you why they'll be against that. Because you were not supposed to be the one to do it. So that's jealousy. That's envy. You weren't supposed to make it out. You weren't supposed to be the physical example that even with broken dreams, you can still make them straight again. You can still do it again, no matter the age, no matter what age you are, no matter where you've been in your life. You're a story. You're a testimony. That's something that nobody can take from you. They didn't have the courage and the bravery to wear those scars on the outside. Even when you're not good, you're good. Even when you are not at your best, you're at your fucking best. So why would you allow anyone to make you insecure of that? To make you doubt yourself? It has to come from somebody that you feel should be your biggest supporter, that you feel should be your people, like your mother, your fathers, people that you respect, people that you've been loyal to. So they want you to have loyalty. They want you to have loyalty. They want you to be cultured. But only when it's in an investment to them. Not when it's loyalty to yourself. Not when it's loyalty to your cause, to your purpose. That's not what they're looking for. Because your loyalty can serve a purpose when they're the one giving you the seed to plant and focus on. When they're the ones giving you the idea. When they feel like they can. Let me tell you about my business plan right quick. Let me tell you about my idea. And then you take their idea and then you start telling them how they can make it better. How they can refine it. How they can plant it. And then they become aware. Oh, damn. This Taurus here has an ability. This Taurus here is an alchemist. This Taurus here knows how to turn thought into action. This Taurus knows how to harvest. And so your value increase. As long as there's more where that came from. But the only reason why you're able to receive this much vision, this much clarity, okay, this much ideas, this much ingenuity, innovation is because of your frequency. So when certain people latch on to you and they start to deprive you of being able to connect with that frequency on a day-to-day basis, because you're worrying about frivolous, minute things, they're tearing down their own lineage. They're tearing down their own races. They're tearing down their own household. In cultures and tribes and that understand when a star seed, an angel, a shaman, a root worker, whatever you want to call it, comes down and they incarnate in their bloodline, that gifted person doesn't have to work another day in their life. They respect that because they know the karma that's attached to not being able to identify where God's chosen, even in any bloodline. And that's just on period. It's either you're going to experience the rose or the thorns. And what this is showing me is that you've had to experience both. During every season of strife, you've had to experience the prickly situations, okay, and the rewards. And it's something that's only in season, okay? It's only in season when it's something good to look at. But when things get hard, where do people go? They disappear. They disappear. And then they want to blame you for why they didn't do it. Well, you stopped believing in me. You stopped caring in me, and you stopped telling me I was going to be a good person and I was going to have good in my life. You stopped encouraging, reminding me who I was. It's not your job to remind people of who they are on a regular basis. The audacity of people to look at you as if you're supposed to be their daily dose of pick me up. That's pure laziness. That's laziness. And I feel like this has been, like I said, platonic and romantic. If you're not stroking their fucking egos, okay, platonic and romantic, then they want to sit there and be counterproductive. They want to sit there and dig their feet into the ground and disturb your peace and make things harder for you. They get a kick out of it. At the end of the day, they get a kick out of it. And they can't wait. These are the type of people that cannot wait to find out if something bad is happening to you. You see how the stars here are so lustrous? Okay. And they're like, I'm waiting on God to tell me. This is like people waiting on God to save them in the middle of the ocean. And all along, you the boat that they came in, and then next time you come in, you a different sailorman. You've come multiple times, and they still can't recognize your voice. They still can't recognize you, even if it slap them in the face. That's just on period. So it ain't at a loss to you; it's at a loss to them. And I feel like a lot of people are coming towards you, like, "Oh my God, it's time for me to grow up. I don't know. It's time. I'm really gotta get serious now." That's what they want to say. It's time for them to get serious now. People that are really serious, and I'm about to drop a gem on you right quick. People that are really serious will not talk about it. People that are really serious, they just do it. They will never come to you in the space of, I'm ready. They will never come to you and say, it's time for me to do it. They're still motivating themselves when they speak in that frequency. So until you have seen the fruits of their labor, it's just talk. And so let them talk. Spirit wants me to pull one of these right here for a second. So no, you don't need any more distractions at all. Okay, this one want to come out. I told you, thief. What? Spirit is not playing. Thief. Hey, I heard about X, Y, and Z. Hey, how you been? Hey. So what's going on with this? Look at that. Thief, robbed. They want to help. They want you to lose, be stressed, lose whatever you can, even if it's energy. Oh yeah, let me sit up under Taurus so Taurus can tell me of my purpose or who I'm supposed to be. I love to hear Taurus remind me on a day-to-day basis in passing of how I'm a chosen and good person. Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they look forward to. You're the pick me up for the day. Pick me up. Pick me shuz up. And it's not a gender thing, but it rhymed, right? Y'all saw that it rhymed. Let me know in the comments if that rhymed. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing here. Because they're convinced that you're going to come every single day and waste your time trying to remind them of the truth and tell them of the truth that they already know. Right? So then they could take it and try to sound smarter. And they could take it and try to sound enlightened. And they could take it and try to make themselves sound more appealing to their romantic partners. They're looking for a way to pretend like they are special. It's like, I'm gonna go and sit next to the smart person, take their answers on the test, so I could go and pass the test with flying colors, and then I'll get noticed, and I'll be noticed by that other person that's not noticing me. I don't know who is not noticing somebody, but yes, they're broken. They're broke. They'll do anything at this point. And I feel like this is an energetic, maybe on a physical level, they could be doing it because they are behind on situations. But I feel like ultimately this is wanting you to save them in some type of way. Oh, go to Taurus, because Taurus knows how to tell you how to get yourself out of situations. Talking shit, and then they go talk shit about you. Ain't that some bullshit? So they can have something to talk about to somebody. There is somebody here that gets off on knowing what is up with you, Taurus. Like if you're going through any struggles, if you're going through any hardships. And so they go and sip tea or hang out with certain people just to try to get the daily scoop on you in regards to, are you struggling? Are you having a hard time with your bill? And it's like, oh, that's so sad. I'm sad to hear that about, Taurus. And somebody here, just as you have, maybe there's people that you have confided in. I'm not sure, but if you have confided in any people, the people you would least expect to betray you like that is the one talking. It could be your own parents, your own mother, your own father with the Empress energy. Older people that are too old for that shit are also doing it. But this is also telling me that people are sitting around waiting for your demise. And in a lot of ways, they feel like in order to get that close to you, they have to outsource it. Because you refuse to talk to people. You refuse to communicate to people. You've rejected and you've bounced back too quickly. And since they feel like you're not intimidated by that, they feel like they can, they can hurt you in other ways. This is also telling me that some of y'all have a shady ass mother. That is jealous of you because they didn't invest in themselves, and instead of them supporting you and believing in you, they've always talked shit about you to other siblings and then pretend like they care or they pretend like they're not. But truth of the matter is they want you codependent on them, or they want you to need them in some capacity. And every time you try to be self-sufficient and take care of yourself, this is the most stupidest shit I've ever seen. Okay. So what it's saying is that for starters, they want you to know that they don't have it for you to come to them for help. Right? While at the same time telling you that family should stick together. Then when you level up, you boss up, and you take care of yourself where you don't need people, they then feel as if you're too independent and you're too confident, and they don't like that either. And so they criticize you when you're independent and self-sufficient. And anytime that you're in a position where you're unable to sustain something, it gives them conversation to talk to other people about and feel as if the playing fields are now leveled, and you're not as independent as you thought you were. You not as self-sufficient on your own as you thought you were. All along, they were the ones that was begging you not to be self-sufficient. Correct? That's what I'm seeing here. So when you come to them and now you need them, they're looking at you as, I don't have enough for you. I'm unable to help you. Because all along the objective was to force you to become codependent. Stealer of dreams. Stealer of confidence, stealer of, like, this is negative reinforcement, trying to break your spirit by way of words and thoughts and suggestions of subliminal like subliminal conversations or dialogue that you may be intuitively able to pick on. Like you may be getting all this shit even without tarot. You know it. You know the shady shit that you have to deal with. You know, and this is supposed to be people like family, our soulmates, right? There could be business partners that are soulmates. There's also an energy of people wanting you to feel as if because you're not in a relationship with someone, this is why you're experiencing hardship. It's weird. Because the truth of the matter is these people want you stuck on their level in their restrictions. Yes. Unable to build or grow anything without kissing ass. Well, this person is struggling because they always talking shit. They always think that they know what's best for them and they don't want to compromise with nobody. They don't know how to take no criticism. But all along, they're the ones stirring the pot, the negativity. They're the ones stirring the rift, trying to humble you. And they're hoping that if they can't humble you, that at least you would make yourself or portray yourself to be something less than what you are. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. Then it'll something become harder and harder to do. So I feel like you have, like, spirit is pretty much encouraging you to become comfortable. All right, with your enemies. Remember, Judas sat at the table and he was a necessary means to a prophecy, right? From a symbolic standpoint, he needed him. So these people, you need them. Okay? They're expendable. These are the people that will be expendable to you. You get to decide what purpose they serve into your life. Eight of Swords. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Yes. So every divine being will have a Judas, and the Judas will be in the form of multiple people. And these Judases are pretty much tools. Seven of Cups. Now cast them an illusion that's worth demonstrating. Okay? And the illusion that I'm describing is the entire illusion that was casted of the crucifix, right? Judas did this. He ran his mouth. That happened. Boom, boom, boom. He was a traitor. Rete. That's how that symbolic story was spun. Nothing new under the sun. It's the same thing. The poison that they all have inside of them is about to be your remedy. Death and transformation. This is a thankful experience because the Fool in reverse is saying that they weren't that foolish enough to try you. If those type of people didn't exist, you wouldn't be able to transform and regenerate yourself as quickly as you do. So there's no need to get mad about it. You just let the tower hit. Let the cards fall where they may, and you ascend every single time. Because you're not going to give up your position of authority to these peasants. Why would you do something like that? If they come to you every single day to see what you're up to, you get to call them peasants every single day of their life. Like, that is gold. I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's going to make you rich and wealthy, handsome and wealthy, where they get to be reminded that they lack the education that you have, the innovate. They couldn't come up with this. They couldn't manifest this even if they wanted to on a best day. Not even a worst day, but a best day. You have education, innovation, flashback. They're going to wish they went to school. They're going to wish they had a relationship with God. They're going to wish that they sat down and worked on their spiritual abilities and gifts. They're going to wish. And you ain't got nothing for them. They're going to wish they knew how to pay attention to the signs of the times. They're going to wish they knew how to read symbols. Okay, because you just go know stuff. You just go know stuff. So yes, you want Judas to come with you, even though these people have a poverty mindset, and they can't help but to be a rat every single day of their life. Take them with you. You know, they have to still be able to watch you. So when you see them, their energy come about in your life, or like, there's no need to be like, oh, here they go again. It's like relish in it. You know what I'm saying? Let the games begin. It's fun. Look at that. So I told you this was an attempt on trying to make you descend from being a rich spirit. That's what you are. You're a rich spirit. But they understand that how you become a rich spirit is by you being able to ascend and hold a frequency that's above the bullshit. So when you start caring about what people say about you, you start caring about what people think about your professions and whatever it is that you do in your industries, you're giving them way too much power, way too much clout. And like I said, the inner child work is for these people. It is not for you at all. And that was pretty much your solution. You having problems with karmics? Give them some work to do. They reporting back to you everything. You see everything anyway. You know everything anyway. So they're just confirmation for you of your own intuition. So you utilize them to build your confidence in whatever gifts that you're perfecting. That's what mouses are for. Turn them into a person or turn them back into a mouse. That's the magician. Turn a crate into a carriage, a pumpkin into a... I can't help it, Spirit. All right. So that's what I'm saying here. Stop playing before you have to turn people into songs. That's what they better start doing. Is better stop playing with you before you have to snatch something from them. And I feel like what Spirit is pretty much saying is you don't really got to snatch nothing from them. If it walks like a duck, treat them like a duck. If they talk like a pig, treat them like a pig. They may not be able to see their spirit and the vibration that they walking on, but if they act like it, they talk like it, they walk like it, that's what they are. Rat, ducks. Okay, take them all the way back, all the way down. All right, depletion. Look at that. This is pretty much saying, wow, we have Pleiadian star goddess. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's like, this is how you teach. This is how you teach somebody valuable lessons. This is how you pour valuable lessons. And the more that they see that they've been depleting themselves by being at that low vibration, then and only then when they have reached their own rock bottom will they be able to perceive the light. But that takes time as well. They got to have a specific type of gene in order to see and receive vision. Okay. And so sometimes if a person can't ascend at the level that they're at, they got to hit their own rut, their own rock bottom. Clarify. All you got to do is just keep going towards achieving successfully achieving your wishes and dreams and believing in it. This is saying as long as you believe, can't nobody make you lower your vibration. You could be in any room with 1,000 sharks and nothing will touch you. Nothing will come to you and affect you if you believe that you are untouchable. This is a test of your belief. It's either you have it or you don't. And if you don't, that's okay. The lesson gonna repeat itself. Because you're in training right now. This is saying, Spirit is saying you're in a school of training. You're interacting with parts. We have every element here except air. So you got to get your thoughts together. And as long as your thoughts are together, the universe will conspire to bring everything you desire into fruition. Let's bring your closing message. What do we have? We have the 7 of Thoughts. I think this came out. Yeah. yesterday. You've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything is completely clear to you. Hold on. My battery. It's time to charge my battery. Okay. It says, you've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything is completely clear to you. Whether the truth was revealed by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or discovered on your own, it feels great to be awake and aware. Feel free to ask for time alone if that's what you need. I love you guys, Taurus, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.